Peace be upon you, grade 4. Today we will start with a new unit, inshallah, and the title of this unit is Can You Help Me? So someone here is asking for help. And of course you notice that we have skipped the review, and the review is going to be as an extra exercise for you. You can do it whenever you want. And right now we will start with lesson number 1 on unit number 13. I would like you to open your class books or student's book on this page, and the number of this page is different here because, as I told you before, I use a PDF, not the real book. So what are we going to do today is we have 2 different tasks on this page. So we will learn some new words. Okay, we have 10 new words with pictures, and then we will read a story together, and we will learn the wisdom out of the story. So right now, and before we start with anything, we will learn some of the words by learning how to make a smoothie. Alright? So how to make a smoothie. Now we will talk about the recipe by using the words that we have in task number 1, words. Okay, so here we go. We have 2 glasses of strawberry smoothie. So what do we really need to make this? We need some milk. I would like you to look at the spelling of the words because you have to learn these words. So we need milk. We need strawberry, which is kind of fruit. We need a blender, which is the name of this machine. And we need a cutting board and a knife to chop the strawberries. Okay? What is the meaning of chop the strawberries? It means that we have to bring the strawberries, wash them, and then by using the knife and the cutting board, we have to remove the green pieces here and then cut the strawberries into small pieces. So we will repeat the words together. Smoothie, milk, strawberry, blender, and the verb is blend. And then the last one here with the cutting board and the knife, we have the verb chop. Okay? So it's quite simple. You need to cut the strawberries and chop them, put them in the blender, add some milk with a little bit of sugar, and then switch it on and your smoothie is ready. Right now let's move and continue learning the other new 5 words. And here we have mango, which is a type of fruit. Mango. Alright? Peel. So here we have a picture for bananas, okay? What is the meaning of peel? I would like you to look at this banana here. Peel. The external skin of this banana is removed. So this is the meaning of peel, is to remove the external skin of the fruit or vegetables. For example, peeling potatoes, peeling carrots, peeling mangoes, removing the external skin that you don't eat. Fridge. This is the fridge. It's like a big box where we put the food inside to keep it cold. Here, pour. Pour some water. Pour some water into a cup or a glass. And this is lid. Lid. What is the meaning of lid? Let's go back to look at the blender here. This is the lid of the blender, the cover of the blender, okay? It's a plastic cover for the blender that keeps everything inside the blender. Okay, so this is the meaning of lid. So fizzy drinks have lids, okay? Right now, let's move to task number 1, which is listen, point, and repeat. And here you're going to listen to the words. I would like you to focus with the pronunciation of the words. Try to look at the spelling of them, okay? You will point at each picture. We will start from smoothie and we will end with peel. So you will point at each and every picture and you will try to repeat to say the word. So let's get started. So now and after we listen to these new words, I would like you to open your notebooks and write the numbers from 1 to 10 and write these new words. So let's read the words for one more time together. The first one is smoothie. Number 2, milk. Number 3, fridge. Number 4, pour. Number 5, blender. Number 6, strawberry. Number 7, chop. Number 8, lid. Number 9, mango. And number 10, peel. Okay, so write these words from 1 to 10. You can stop the video and write them later on. And right now we will move to task number 2, which is the story. And here we're going to listen to the story and then we will read it together and figure out what's happening. So please follow the conversation here or the stories line by line, okay? Let's get started.
Listening 106. Listen and read.
Can you help me make some fruit smoothies, please? Leo, please get some milk from the fridge and pour it in the blender. Then add a little sugar. Here are some strawberries. Chop them up, please, Amy.
I'll help her.
Leo's got the blender. Holly, give them to Leo when you've finished. Here, Leo.
I know, Mum. Now I turn on the blender.
Ah! This is the lid which goes on the blender.
Sorry, Mum. I'll clean it up.
So now let's look at the pictures and we will start with picture number 1. Look at picture number 1. So here we have the mom here with a white shirt, and then we have Leo with a green t-shirt. Alright, and they are trying to make a smoothie, fruit smoothie. Alright, the main dialogue in this story is between mom and Leo. So at the beginning, the mom is saying, "Can you help me make some fruit smoothies?" So the mom is asking the kids politely to help her to make these smoothies, alright? So she asked Leo to get some milk out of the fridge and pour it into the blender and then add a little sugar. So the first mission has been given to Leo, right? To get the milk out of the fridge and to pour it into the blender. 4 new words in here: milk, fridge, pour, and blender. Let's move to picture number 2 right now. And the mom here is holding a box of strawberries and she's saying, "Here are some strawberries. Chop them up, please, Amy." Alright? So she's giving this box to Amy and she asked her to chop these strawberries. Then Holly said, "I'll help her." So both Amy and Holly will chop the strawberries. Then mom says, "Leo's got the blender. Holly, give them to Leo when you've finished." Alright? So Leo have to get a blender, and once Holly, and Amy are done with chopping the strawberries, they have to give them to Leo. And right now, let's move to picture number 3, and on this picture, this is the disaster that's happening here. The mom is saying, "Here, Leo," and Leo is saying, "I know, Mom. Now I turn on the blender." Okay? Do you think Leo was right to do that, or he was mistaken? Alright, look at the circle here. All of the smoothie went out of the blender and it goes everywhere. So now let's go and move to picture number 4. Mom is saying this is the lid which goes on the blender. So he must put this lid on the top of this blender before he turned the blender on. And the last thing is Leo is apologizing to his mom and he's saying, "Sorry, Mom, I'll clean it up." So I hope you got it all, and now we will move and we will ask ourselves, what do we learn from this story? What is the wisdom? Well, we have some points to talk about. The first one is to be patient. Leo was not patient. He just turned the blender on and he did not wait for his mother's instructions and to put the lid on the top of the blender. The second one, it is important to help your mom, to help our mothers. Number 3, unity. They all helped each other to make this fruit smoothie. And the last point is to learn something new. For those who don't know how to make this fruit smoothie, you have learned something new, which is how to make fruit smoothie. So by saying this, we are done with the class book, and right now I would like you to open your workbooks on page 96. Open your workbooks on page 96. We're going to do task number 1 together, and this is how task 1 looks like. We have to read the sentences and number the pictures. So we have 9 empty squares here, and the first one is done for us. Alright, and we have 10 sentences that we will read together and then try to guess the correct answer and put the numbers in the correct square. I will start reading the first sentence from 1 to 10, alright, all of the sentences. The first one, a small red fruit with little seeds on the skin. The skin is the external part of the fruit. So we have mangoes. What is the external part of the mango? Is the skin, alright? So we peel that skin. So this is the meaning of skin. A small red fruit with little seeds on the skin. The first one is done for us, which is strawberries. This is the box or the plate of strawberries. Number 2, you put food and drink in here to keep it cold. What is the name of the machine that it got a door? You open that door and put things inside to keep them cold. What do we call it? Which square is that? Number 3. This turns solid food into smooth liquids. You use it to make smoothies and soup. This turns solid food into smooth liquids. You use it to make smoothies and soups. What is the name of the machine that turns things to liquids? It's right here. What do we call it? Try to guess the name. Number 4, a drink made from fruit and milk, which is made in a blender. Okay, look at the word blender here. It is the answer of number 3. Number 5, a soft orange fruit with green skin. I'm gonna tell you this one. It's mangoes, and we have to peel the skin of the mangoes, but it's not always with a green skin. It comes in different types. Number 6, when you put a drink into a glass, what do we call this? What is the correct verb? Number 7, a drink which comes from cows. It has a lot of calcium and the color of this drink is white. Number 8, the top of a blender. It stops things from coming out. What do we call it? Number 9, you do this when you take the skin of fruit or vegetables. And the answer here that we're looking for is the verb that describes this. And the last one here is number 10, when you cut fruit or vegetables into small pieces. We have a cutting board, we have a knife. What do we call the process? Chopping. So right now, you can stop the video, try to find the correct answers, or you can follow me here and we will check the answers together. So for number 1, as I told you, it's done for us, which is a red fruit with little seeds on the skin. The answer is strawberry. The second one, you put food and drink in here to keep it cold. The answer is fridge. Number 3, the answer is blender. And this turns solid food into smooth liquids. This is the blender right here. Number 4, the answer is fruit smoothie, which is a drink made of fruit and milk, which is made in a blender. So we put the fruits and the milk into the blender and then we turn it on. Number 5 is mango. This is the name of the fruit. And the definition given here is a soft orange fruit with a green skin. Number 6 is the verb pour. When you put a drink into a glass. When you put a drink into a glass, this means pour. Number 7, milk, which is a drink which comes from cows and it has lots of calcium and the color of it is white. Number 8 is lid. The lid of the blender. The lid. This is the lid. The plastic cover of the blender. It keeps things inside the blender. Number 9 is peel, which is a verb. And the meaning of peel is to remove the external skin of the fruits and vegetables. And the last one is chop, which is also a verb. And the meaning of this is when you cut fruits and vegetables into small pieces. And that's really it for task number 1 on your workbooks. So right now let's move to your homework, which is going to be task number 2 on the same page on your workbooks, which is 96. And this is how the second task or task number 2 looks like. Write using the words from the pictures above, alright? So you have to write the words. You will use these words from task number 1 and you will have to put them in the spaces that you have here in task number 2. And that's it for today. All the best.